what does this have to do with the video you're about to watch? Well, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire demo came out recently, and my friend was playing it and using his new Mega. But he told me he'd much rather have been able to choose his Mega rather than having them being region locked. Japan got Mega Steelix, he got Mega Glade. Now, I will not allow anyone to bad talk a ghost type Pokemon, and I mentioned that, but he said, dude, it's okay. Glade is just an ice type. So I checked the Bulbapedia article, and sure enough, Snorunt has two evolutionary lines. One that stays icy, and one that gains ghostly attributes. While I was on Snorunt's page, I did what I usually like to do and check the trivia, such as the name origin, and what it's based off of. And it said, Snorunt is based off of the Yukinko, a childlike spirit in Japanese mythology said to emerge when it snows. So I did what anybody who watches Game Exchange would do and decided to look up Yukinko to learn about its origin. After all, Frostlass is based off the Yukinoko, and I find her story fascinating, but I was unable to find the story of the Yukinoko. But what I found on Google Images did catch my eye. It was a Japanese video game that had to do with the Yukinoko, and I searched the internet to find information on it, and my searches revealed nothing.
Not a single walkthrough, review, plot synopsis, nothing! So, as far as I'm concerned, the video you're about to watch is the only evidence that a game like Yukinko Burning even existed.
Princess Softbit is a Japanese company that made games from 2001 to 2009. Out of the over 50 games they've made, I have heard of 0 of them, and to my knowledge, 0 of them were ever localized.
But here I have one of their games. But as you know, PS1's region locked. Fortunately, there's a very easy way of getting past it.
All you need is some cultist robes, a satanic emblem, and a knife.
Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is slice your hand, and then you're going to want to apply the blood to the pentagram.
This should cause Satan to rise and simply make a deal with him, and he'll get the region lock taken care of lickety-split. Playing Japanese PS1 games on an American PS1 with Satan.
Hi, I'm Satan, father of all lies and deceiver of souls. Today, my buddy Chet has asked me to help get his Japanese PlayStation 1 game working on his North American PlayStation 1. It's actually quite simple. Let me show you.
The method I'm about to show you will work with older models too. So, first, put an object like a paperclip here or here, so that the PlayStation 1 thinks that the disc guard is closed the whole time. Then, get an official PlayStation 1 game and place it in and power the system on. It'll read the license and take you to the PlayStation 1 logo screen. As soon as it does this, switch out your PlayStation 1 game for the Japanese game so it can read what game we're going to be playing today. At this point, the disc should slow down for a little bit, and when it does, switch in your PlayStation 1 game again so it can read the official license once more. And as soon as it does that, the PlayStation logo will go black and quickly switch in the Japanese game.
And voila! Japanese video PlayStation 1 game on your North American console. Alright, have fun, Chet. I will be seeing you in 5 years. What's in 5 years? That's when your first son will be born. Alright, so I really have no clue what to expect. So if we look at the case here, it's got a bunch of cute girls on it. So maybe it'll be an adventure sort of like Harvest Moon, you know? Maybe there'll be some dating involved, maybe another type of gameplay. You know, actually, let's check Game FAQs to see what the genre is real quick. Yukinko Burning is an adventure game published by Princess Soft. Well, that's it. It's gonna be an adventure game. Maybe it'll be like Adventures of Mordor with a quest for vengeance. Ooh, or maybe something like Legend of Zelda with a bunch of tricky puzzles mixed in. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, crap. It's a Japanese text-based game. Well, I know just what to do in this situation. We're gonna translate the whole thing. finally did it. What the character is trying to say to me is, I don't know Japanese! Screw it. I'm just gonna hit yes over and over for the entire duration of the game. And then I'll tell you the story of Yukinko Burning from the point of a stupid American.
So since I don't know a lick of Japanese, I'll just give everyone names as I meet them. So this is my character. I'll name him Bozo because he looks like a total clown. So, the story starts off with Bozo and Professor Drake on a field study in the mountains, and we need to dig a hole. Professor Drake wants us to use shovels, but I brought explosive charges to speed things up a bit. He doesn't want me to use them, but he also has no way to stop me, so I set them off and, judging from the music, I died. Great. And my score was only 65. Oh wait, the music back! And it looks like this little girl saved me. She's on the center of the main cover. And she looks like a snow rump with her straw jacket. So I think I'll call her Yuki. And for the kindness of saving me, I punch her right in the nose. She isn't too happy about that, but eventually, her and I fought our way to Professor Jake, whose hair and suit were destroyed in the explosion, and I introduced Yuki. He then suggests we head back to the mansion, but before we make it back there, we run into the cutest little critter you ever done seen. That's a fine name if I've ever heard one. Yuki asks if she can Cupy, and I say, yeah. And then we make it back to the mansion just in time for dinner, as this angelic maid tells us. I'll call her Angel. And then I did something wrong because it sent us back to the menu screen. Wait, and now we're back to the game? Oh. So Yuki and I talk for what seems like forever, even with me mashing the circle button to get to dinner with Drake and Angel. After dinner, I go outside to say goodbye to Yuki and Cupid. She's sad to go and asks if we'll ever see each other again. And since the game is named after her, I say yes, and we part ways. So then I head inside to the underground weapons facility to have a chat with Angel, and in no time at all, she strips down to just a towel.
Oh, dear. Okay, what is this game rated? Oh, right. It's Japanese. This is gonna be one of those games.
Well, the towel scene goes by almost as quickly as it started, and the next thing I know, we're in a bedroom, and we talk for a while, and...
Oh, brother! It is one of those games!
Okay, a quick look at this, and it might not be as bad as it seems. Yes, we're both in bed, but Angel still has on her clothing, and she still has her halo. I'm pretty sure licentious actions cause angels to lose their halos. So either we're both married, or nothing bad happened. The scene keeps on going, and out of nowhere she asks in perfect English, and I just keep hitting the yes button. So, there you have it. Now Angel and I are in love. I wake up in the morning and apparently Yuki has shown up for breakfast. Eventually, Drake tells me that it's time for me to go to school, and Yuki offers to go along with me. Not without me, Angel says. And my ox, says Drake, and we're off to the school. So we get to the school and are talking forever, until after another scene change, and we meet our fifth character, after speeding through this game for 50 minutes. Why, it's Jives!
And might I just say, that blonde hair and that mustache look great.
Anyway, Jives introduces Lady Killian, and the music gets really, really romantic, which leads me to believe I'm gonna cheat on Angel, despite the fact that she's standing right there. Right up until the music takes a swift change to some fight music, and Jives and Drake are angry. While I was playing, I made a joke right here saying that Jives and Drake were gonna fight, but then this scream popped up. Round 1, fight! Go, Jives! Kick Drake's wrinkly old butt! So they fought for a while, and Killian and I talked. And it was about this point that my interest in playing a completely Japanese text-based game plummeted. But I kept up with it. And my reward was this cool little cutscene. Apparently talking to Killian is hilarious. But it's all fun and games until it says emergency at the top and the bottom of the screen. And some chick with a kendo stick comes and home run bats me across the entire campus.
Okay, first off, what did I do? Second off, what?
So apparently, Roberta here comes over and starts chewing me out for who knows why. I think she's bipolar because she goes from happy to pulling her sword out ready to stab you through the throat at the same speed that Satan had to change the discs to get this game working. Put that away before somebody gets hurt! Well, after yelling at me for a couple of minutes, Angel informs me and Yuki that it's time for our first class. So, we head off. Killian, Roberta, Yuki, and Cupid insist on blabbing through the entire class, and Mr. Ace doesn't like that, but who cares? My interest in this game is draining faster than my interest in thinking up a metaphor. Eventually in class we meet Sherry, and a nice song starts playing, but as always, I have no clue what the frick is going on. And then all of a sudden it gets really confusing because a cowboy honky-tonk music starts playing, and Sherry and Yuki start yelling. By the way, there is a lot of voice acting in this game. The first line of almost every slide is read aloud, unless it's spoken by a guy. Come to think of it, in my whole time playing, there was never once a male voice acting line read. So after a bunch of Sherry, Yuki, Cupid, and Roberta, I head out into the hall and I meet Hogan and Mogan. And then they leave me and it's time for the next class with Luna. She doesn't have a voice actor either, but Sherry's in class and we talk for a while. And then I become number one. Right up until this monster man with his hands down his pants and suspenders shows up. I don't know why, but battle music starts playing and I go into battle mode and so does he, and then we fight. Why? I don't know. Why? Why are we fighting? After the fight, Mogan shows up along with a succubus and her goon. Okay, I'll name you Lucy since you're obviously a devil, and since you're a goon, I'll give you the best goon name ever, Gromp. So, Gromp, Lucy, Yuki, and I talk for a good long while until Drake shows up and tells me to go outside. And then an alien girl. What? An alien girl? Okay, so Alien Girl, or as her friends call her, Ethel, tells me about her mission to conquer Earth. But Roberta is having none of that. She shows up and saves me, so I do the only reasonable thing and I head inside to be met by a toad. And then I'm met by a girl who regularly throws in English into her sentences. Thank you so much. So Jerry tells me how she loves ninja movies and wants to be a movie star. But who shows up to be a jerk again? But of course it's Roberta. They argue for a while, but Jerry keeps always retorting with a smile and keeps making Roberta angry. It's actually quite funny. After the argument, I go up to the roof, which is this girl's secret hideout. And although I know nothing about Japan, I do know about the thing she's holding. It's a Tero Banu, charms used to grant good weather. It's also the inspiration for cast form. So she tells me about how the world will end soon due to climate change. And then this hooker shows up. Her name is probably Roxanne! And they talk. After about 2 hours of playing this game, I am so done. I wish I could play a game with a shred of interactivity, even a bad game. But I soldier on, and for some reason, I need to go down to the nurse's office. But there's no one there. No one there except, of course, Lucy.
Oh, I need an adult! I need an adult! No!
Oh no, the devil girl is hitting on me. If my angelic girlfriend saw this, I'd be dead. And, speak of the devil, and I guess an angel will appear. And she is not happy. They throw back and forthy, and eventually they decide they're gonna fight over me. The only way they know how. Cook off! Angel, polish up your ladle and serve that soup real well, 'cause hell broke loose in the nurse's office and Lucy's food tastes well. And if you win, you get to keep your boyfriend, but if you lose, well then that's the end. And then, I don't know who won. All I know is that it looked like a cooking competition. Then Sherry, Yuki, and this guy who I can relate to 10 times better than Bozo on looks alone show up, and Yuki tells me to go outside to have a chat with Ethel. But only for a second, because we're immediately back inside with Jerry's Toad, Hogan, and Mogan. And then immediately onto the roof with Terror and Roxanne. Honestly, this game is bouncing me between these scenes incredibly quickly, and I don't think it's just because I'm tapping the circle button as quickly as possible to finish this experience. After a while, Yuki comes over and she's made a new friend, Stephanie. We talk for a good long while, way longer than most of the conversations in this game, and then Lana shows up. And at last we have met every girl on the box. And Sherry is here too. She's wearing a Santa cloak. She tells me to have school spirit, and I agree. But at last, the school day is over. I say goodbye to Lady Killian and Jives. Yuki says goodbye to her new friend Stephanie, and then Angel, Drake, and I head back to our mansion. But it isn't long until after we arrive back home that Yuki and Angel are killed by this girl who looks like a bunny. She looks like a bunny, so I'll call her Bunny, with an I. She's accompanied by two characters, Chief Tong and Helena, who, by the end of dinner, I guess are my parents, and Bunny's my sister. They're here to take me home, as I can tell from Yuki and Angel's teary farewells. I didn't want to leave, but at least now my story is complete. Right? Son of a gun, no it's not! So now I'm in Bunny's room, and I'm beginning to think she is not in fact my sister like I believed. Now, there wasn't a cutscene like there was with Angel to make me believe I cheated on her, but there is this song. And then we go to the dining hall. Bunny, Drake, Yuki, and Angel are there. And then Drake makes Bunny reveal the most funny, comically over-exaggerated crying sprite of all time. And then what happened next really blew my mind. Keep in mind, I've been playing this game for 3 hours, tapping away at what I guess would be at least 5 times as fast as would actually take to read this. And then they introduce a new screen with option. Select which girl to go to class with. I liked Sherry's Santa costume, so I'll speak to her. But my patience is almost completely run dry. So when Sherry's screen shows up, naturally I'm beaten by Drives, Killian, and Roberta. I talk to them for about 5 minutes until I go outside and meet Sherry for about 30 seconds. And then I go back inside, slog through the text, and then it's back to the choice screen. This time I think I'll select the map option and pick one at random. And apparently, I selected to get stabbed in a back alley because that's where I show up. But it's okay, because Angel is there. And then, the most natural thing in the game happened. As you probably guessed, Grom got hit by a speeding dump truck. So Angel and I talk for what seems like forever, and then Gromp gets up, and then the saloon ragtime music plays again. And then Roberta shows up in some street clothing, and the whole time I am just hoping that she's gonna kill me. But no such luck. Instead, I'm transported to a character select menu between Bunny, Angel, and a third I have no clue option. It's at about this time that I remembered when Angel asked,
"Don't you love me?"
And I said yes. So I picked her, and then we're in the dining hall, and she's prepared Drake, Yuki, and I a feast. And then it went back to the choice screen, and it was about here that I lost my freaking marbles.
When will it end? No! No more! Now I realize why there's no information on this game. It sucks! No, I can't rate a game that's text-based when I don't understand the text. You wanna know the worst part? I spent my birthday playing this game. 3 hours of my birthday staring at Japanese text. What the heck is wrong with me?
Wow, you made it through that. I mean, it's not impressive as slogging through 3 hours just to create the footage for you. So I hope that you got some enjoyment out of my suffering from this. But anyway, since you're here, let's actually watch some videos that are good, some games that are interactive and fun. Top 2 new things in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, or not Brawl, but whatever, the 3DS version. That's a fun game. Another fun game is Choo Choo Rocket. That's a similar type thing that I did here. I reviewed that, kind of like I reviewed this. That game was made in Japan too, but it's not awful to play if you don't know English, especially since they localized it. Anyway, I play lots of games that aren't in Japanese, and that's over on my Let's Play channel. And since I'm talking about about game reviews, here's another Japanese-made game, localized, that's fun. It would be the Golden Axe trilogy. Granted, the third Golden Axe game, it never came out in America until like 2009, but it's still really fun. Anyway, I'm just rambling. That's what you're supposed to do, or at least you're allowed to do on an end slate. So, click on one of the videos. Don't click on one of the videos. Just kind of sit here and listen to this song.
PS1's region locked. Fortunately, there's a very easy way of getting past it. All you're gonna need is blood, 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 blood.
Say hi to the camera.
Hey to the camera.